Hey, what is going on, guys? Do not adjust your sets here. You are seeing a very scruffy, shaggy version of me in my car right now doing a video. I do realize it's been a while since I've actually done one of these discussion videos, probably at least over a month. Since over the past month or so, it's just been really crazy, and it's been hard to even try to get even a deck profile update a week with how busy I've been with everything. But figured I'd go ahead and do a discussion video since over the past couple of days we found out some really interesting news. First off, with the TCG imports and Breakers of Shadow, we will be getting not only Cyber Dragon Infinity, but also Nepta Abyss, the Atlantean Nepta Abyss. So those two cards on their own have the ability to be very game-changing and very meta-breaking. Cyber Dragon Infinity just basically boost up exponentially any rank 4 spam-based deck, at least if Ptolemaeus stays unbanned by the time he comes out in January, because just the ability to use 3 level 4s to go into Ptolemaeus, then rank up into Nova, then Infinity with 2 materials, it's just really, really powerful, considering that right that turn you can just steal an opponent's monster, and then you do have those negations based on the Xyz materials you have. So that's just really powerful. Even if Ptolemaeus, for whatever reason, does become banned, which is definitely possible, because of how kind of broken it is in a sense, for every rank 4 deck to have basically its own Quasar in a sense, it still will be pretty impactful, for those rank 5 decks, the Cyber Dragon based decks, the Galaxy Soldier, you can use that along with like Solar Windjammer and some other things that go into Nova and then go into Infinity. So I mean, there's still that impact it'll have, but definitely a lot less so if Ptolemaeus does get banned. Then with Nepta Abyss, it definitely gives the potential for Mermails to kind of come back pretty strong into the metagame. Because Nepta Abyss, it just gives Mermails just a crazy amount of ability to be able to OTK. Like, it pretty much, depending on your combos, it can pretty much make 2-card OTKs on its own, which is really, really insane. So that definitely could also have an impact on the ban list, considering that Dragoons, I believe it was last list or list before, came back to 2. So you could see Dragoons possibly come to 3 with them trying to push the Breakers of Shadow pack with Nepta Abyss in it, so that's definitely something you could see. And as I said, Mermails definitely could see a comeback. Obviously, hype's already surrounding them as far as prices are concerned. Then Astral Pack 8 definitely got some interesting leaks there. The one I personally am most excited about is the super rare reprint of Lose One Turn, because that just makes it more accessible to everybody. With some of the financial struggles I've gone through lately, I did have to sell off my Ultras. I got a pretty good deal on that, but now that things have kind of settled down and I'm kind of more financially stable, at least currently, I definitely will be looking forward to getting some Astral Pack 8s and getting some Lose One Turns at a much cheaper rate, or just buying them as singles at a much cheaper rate. And I do like having the ability to have an anti-meta card like that, just more accessible to everybody, just to make the competitive game a bit more fair. And then for Ultimates, we're getting Fiendish Chain, Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, and Mystical Space Typhoon. I can definitely say that Mystical Space Typhoon was one that people have wanted for a long time, because Ultimate Rare was actually the only rarity that MST has not gotten with all of its zillion reprints. So that's definitely pretty cool to see. Fiendish Chain is interesting. Definitely deserved, because it is a very highly played card. And that definitely will be one that definitely will be up there in price, because it is such a popular card. Same with Trishula. I mean, it is a bit random, because it's already got the 2 secret rare prints, and it's got the not the Hidden Arse, the dual terminal print as well. So it's kind of interesting to see that ultimate rare reprint, but still definitely one that a lot of people will be happy about. And then as far as supers for Astral Pack's concerned, there's also Graph, and there's Instant Fusion as well. So the Lose One Turn Instant Fusion reprint could possibly indicate those getting hit with the next ban list, but who knows. And of course, with Lose One Turn, they did put a small errata into the text, basically just to confirm that it does not work like Trap to Trapple Nightmare. Basically, if the monster gets split face down or it leaves the field before it tries to resolve in the chain, the effect will still go through, so that is something to keep in mind. Or if a monster is spell summoned in face down defense position, like through Shadal Falco or other means, its effect will still go through, so that is something to consider. And then some common reprints as well. The biggest one there is Black Horn of Heaven, which apparently is also gaining errata, basically to make it to where it does not stop mass pendulum summons, which a lot of people will be upset about because that was, one of the go-to cards that people were looking at for the incoming, Magic Specters and Magicians and all that stuff, all those pendulum decks that are going to be coming out. So it's kind of disappointing there. But 4 mages are also getting some pendulums as well to make them a bit more interesting. But yeah, overall, these past few days have been very exciting as far as Yu-Gi-Oh! News is concerned, and it's the first time in a while, with all the stuff I've had going on, to where I feel really excited to be, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, and feel really, I'm just kind of looking forward to, what the future holds for Yu-Gi-Oh! With the new ban list and these cards that are coming in. I feel like there's a lot of decks now that have a chance to really compete, especially if we get Infinity with Ptolemaeus still legal. That'll be really interesting to see. So yeah, that's about all I have for this discussion video, guys. Sorry if I'm looking away from the camera. It's really hard, to take video in a car and actually have it all on your, eyes and everything. So I do apologize for that. But please do let me know in the comment section below what you think about all this news. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time.